I've always loved making films. I started when I was very, very young. To me, it was about expression and liberation and to show my creative side. I very much love the creative aspect of production, art, movie making, all that type of stuff. And I stumbled upon Big Brother when I was 9 years old. Someone was wearing this necklace. To me, it was that no symbol. It was gold, it was shiny. What's this? And then I watched the veto meeting. And then what I saw just hypnotized me. This is gonna sound very weird, but to have somebody make a decision and it have a ripple effect, and then other people had to react to that emotionally, react to that strategically, and they had to then decide, okay, what do I need to do moving forward? Action, reaction. It reminded me of a board game, and I grew up loving board games. And so I was hooked. From then on, I watched Big Brother. I even played Big Brother. I tried to get as many friends and siblings involved. And then I stumbled upon Survivor when I was 11 years old. And the rest is history. Now, I got involved in the online community of reality games when I was 14 years old.
One of the things I love in the RRBB game is that I get to mess with people. I get to have fun, be myself, and just show people how crazy and wild I am, and just show them that we're here to have a good time ultimately. We're here just to have fun, play this game for what it is, and just not get bitter about anything. I mean, that's how I am in this game, and I love it so much. I love these new people. I love meeting new people, and I'm happy I could just spend my time with them for this game. I'm happy with the cast, and it really seems awesome. This experience is unforgettable, and I couldn't ask for anything better with RRBB, really.
I played a few games, but what I really wanted to do was host. That really was my calling. And so I hosted my own mini Big Brother games. But there was always something in the back of my head that told me, hey, I know what you really want to do. You want to make your own game. I went through so many different ideas. There was one called Numbers or Risks. There was one called Survive 15 Days. Now, the genesis for a strategic aspect really came about when I woke up one morning in April of 2016. I was getting ready for school, and what I do a lot is count in my head. I'll look at something and count how many squares there are, how many lines there are. And I was walking from the kitchen to the bathroom, and we had tile floor, and it was nothing new for me to count, okay, how many tiles am I stepping on? 1, 2, 3. But there was something different this morning. I thought it'd be so cool to make a game based off these tiles. I thought of a chessboard even, and I was like, how do we make this work? And then what was also in the back of my mind were sports, basketball, football, hockey, American football. All those sports were in my head because of the mobility on the court. It was really a dance for a lot of these people playing this game. Ballet, you look at basketball, for example, when you watch a defensive play happening, it's beautiful, it's majestic, and there's a lot of strategy behind it. And same can be said for those other sports I mentioned as well. And so that was really the basis for it, along with these tiles. And I thought, okay, is there a way to make a game like chess or any type of board game, but also have this sort of movement, right, that's essential to the game? And so it kind of came from that, If someone were to move on a chessboard and someone were to move maybe 4 spaces at a time, what if they had like their own score, kind of like in those sports, right? But it affected their score. So really it came down to measurement, and however many spaces you moved on a board either increased or decreased your step count. And then the term steps, it just came about because I just thought of, okay, you're stepping on a space. Let's have some correlation to that. Let's not make it money. Money is in every other game. Let's make a currency that's unique and distinct to strategic aspect. And even the name, I didn't have it down. Not until May 2nd, when I was making the Twitter account, and I was thinking to myself, what's a good name for this? I love strategy, and it seemed very strategic, so strategic, because that's an adjective. I was like, okay, now we have a second word that needs to follow that first one. Well, there are aspects to strategy. Why not strategic aspect? And it just came from that.